Superheroes are great. They are powerful, and they save us all from the supervillains, meteors, alien attacks, and ourselves. They are of the greatest service to humanity, and today I, the official man, will honor the bravery and awesomeness of Marvel's superheroes. This list has no conditions, other than it's a list about Marvel comic book superheroes, and not movie superheroes. As long as the character has been a superhero in the comics, that character is eligible. I present to you the top 10 Marvel comic book superheroes. Number 10. Doctor Strange. The official top 10 superheroes list needs a magical-based superhero, and the best magic-based superhero is none other than Doctor Strange, master of the mystic arts. Doctor Strange first appeared in Strange Tales 110, all the way back in 1963. Doctor Strange is the Sorcerer Supreme, the first defense against mystical and magical threats. Stephen Strange was once a brilliant surgeon, but a tragic car crash damaged his hands to the point where he couldn't work anymore. He searched the world for a way to repair his hands, and in his travels he comes across the Ancient One. Stephen became a student of the previous Sorcerer Supreme, and he learned the mystic arts. His mastery of the mystic arts was so great, he was granted the Cloak of Levitation and the Eye of Agamotto, two very powerful artifacts that enhanced his abilities. Stephen then took on the mantle of Sorcerer Supreme, and he became Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange represents pretty much the whole magical side of the Marvel Universe. That side doesn't get much use, but there is always so much gravity and wonderment to Doctor Strange's stories, and what he represents, that he needed to be on this list. Number 9. Hulk. Oh, Hulk, you magnificent beast. Hulk is the strongest there is. Hulk is the most powerful. None may stand against Hulk. Hulk represents power, mostly unbridled, unthinking rage. Hulk is anger manifest. Hulk is what happens when Bruce Banner gets angry. You don't want to get Bruce Banner angry. Bruce Banner is a scientist. One day while testing a gamma bomb, a child runs out on the testing field. Bruce Banner, being the hero that he is, ran out to save the kid, and the bomb goes off. Bruce Banner is exposed to way more gamma radiation than he should, and he transforms into a green, angry monster. The Green Goliath, known as the Hulk. The Hulk is not inherently bad. The Hulk is not inherently good. Hulk is Hulk, and most of the time Hulk just wants to be alone. But people keep on hurting Hulk and his friends, and this makes Hulk angry. When Hulk gets angry, Hulk smash! Hulk wants to help good people and hurt bad people, but most of all, Hulk just wants to be left alone. Hulk sometimes helps friends like Thor and Iron Man. Hulk, member of Avengers team. Sometimes Hulk gets too angry and smashes too much, and friends get angry at Hulk. Hulk's sorry, but Hulk need to smash. Hulk saved the world many times. One time, friend sends Hulk away because Hulk smashed too much. Hulk went into space and became leader of planet. Then Hulk had to come back and smash more things on Earth. Hulk's friend's not mad at Hulk anymore. Hulk is happy about this now, but was angry at friends for sending him away. Friends betray Hulk, make Hulk hurt inside. Hulk is beautiful simplicity. Number 8. Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic is also a scientist, but he didn't get his powers from gamma radiation. He got his powers from cosmic radiation. During a spaceflight gone wrong, Reed Richards, Ben Grimm, Susan Storm, and Johnny Storm got zapped by cosmic rays. Instead of killing them, they gained very different superpowers. Reed Richards got the ability to stretch his body to any length, and he called himself Mr. Fantastic. He became the leader of the supergroup known as the Fantastic Four. He is one of the most intelligent scientific minds on the planet, and he has saved the world countless times. His strict code of honor and integrity has kept his focus to the betterment of humanity unlike his intellectual equal and one-time friend Dr. Doom. Reed's adventures can range from saving the city from animals that escaped from a zoo to saving the planet from galactic threats like Galactus. There's so much range in his character and his exploits that Mr. Fantastic needs to have a spot on the top 10 superheroes list. Number 7. Iron Man. Iron Man is Marvel's Batman. Tony Stark started off developing weapons for the military. He then suffered a chest injury. For a long time, the suit was the only thing that was keeping Tony alive. He used the suit and his money and resources to build better suits, to battle threats that threaten the Earth and even the universe. He is the hero whose powers are based as much on his intelligence as on his bank account. He can finance and build multiples of the highest tech suits of armor. Iron Man first appeared in Tales of Suspense number 39, way back in 1963. Iron Man was created by Stan Lee, Larry Lieber, Don Heck, and Jack Kirby. As much as I would like to think he is based off Batman, he was based off wealthy industrialist Howard Hughes. Iron Man was meant to be a vehicle to explore Cold War themes, mostly the role of technology and industry in that epic battle against communism, back in the days when a commie could be hiding around any corner, trying to take away that American way of life, spreading their commie values of equality and badness. Iron Man was one of the founding members of the Avengers, and he has saved the world countless times. While this list is not about the movies, it's not possible to not mention the effect Robert Downey Jr. has had on the character. Without his contribution, Iron Man may have been an honorable mention instead of number 7. After Robert Downey Jr. took the role in the movies, the comics just became better. Iron Man was given more to do in the comics, and he was more important. He was also written better. Iron Man has had long periods where the book just wasn't very interesting. The Downey effect has definitely carried over into the comics. Number 6. Professor X. Professor X is the headmaster at the Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters. This is a secret school for training mutants to understand and hone their powers. Charles Xavier is one of the most powerful mutants on the planet. He has the highest ranking telepathic powers. He can read others' thoughts as well and project his own within approximately 250 miles. His powers can also reach across space to contact alien races. He can learn languages by reading a person's language center of their brain. He can very easily manipulate minds as well. It's an ability he rarely uses due to the invasive nature of it. His mind can also be used as a weapon. He can project bolts of energy stunning an opponent's mind. He can even kill using this method if he wanted to. Xavier's goals are peaceful. He fights for mutant rights and for the coexistence of mutants and humans. This is a goal shared by his students. He trained the original X-Men, Cyclops, Iceman, Marvel Girl, Angel, and Beast. Xavier does have a dark side. Once that dark side came out in the physical form known as Onslaught. This was a big event storyline in the mid-90s. Onslaught was created from Charles's anger towards Magneto when he ripped the adamantium from Wolverine's bones. He also shut down Magneto's mind at that moment. Onslaught was then created. It took the combined efforts of the Avengers and the Fantastic Four to destroy this powerful foe. Number 5. Wolverine. He's the best there is at what he does, and what he does is not very nice. He is the eternal fan favorite Wolverine. He is definitely one of the more violent superheroes. Wolverine has been known to take lives when he needs to. He's tough as nails, has a nearly indestructible adamantium skeleton, and has sharp claws that will rip through almost anything. Wolverine is a real force to be reckoned with. Wolverine's first appearance was way back in the Incredible Hulk 180 in 1974. He was originally a villain for the Hulk, but his status grew when he joined the X-Men in Giant-Sized X-Men number 1. His original name was James Howlett, and he was born in the coldness of northern Alberta, Canada in the late 1880s. Eventually, James joins the military as a member of Team X. Calling himself Logan at this point, he is given false memory implants. He breaks free of the mental control and is then kidnapped by the Weapon X program. It was in this program where he had the adamantium attached to his bones. Since he was a mutant with a healing factor, he was able to survive this. He then joins the Canadian government secret Department H, where he becomes the Wolverine. The battle with the Hulk was his first mission with the department. Number 4. Silver Surfer. Norrin Radd once faced the extinction of his planet Zenn-La. Galactus, the devourer of worlds, had found his world and intended to consume all the energy from that planet. This feeds Galactus and destroys all life on the planet, for he is known as the devourer of worlds. Norrin came up with the idea to travel with Galactus and locate other worlds for him to consume, if he agreed to spare his home planet of Zenn-La. Galactus agreed, and Norrin was transformed into the Silver Surfer. The Silver Surfer was given a portion of Galactus's power cosmic, and he traveled with Galactus, searching for planets. His skin was coated in silver, and he was given a surfboard to travel space with. The Silver Surfer is one groovy cat, baby, yeah. The Surfer traveled with Galactus for a while until he found Earth. Earth was a perfect meal for Galactus, and the Surfer led him here for a feast. It was on Earth that the Surfer rediscovered his humanity, with his dealings with humans, most notably the Fantastic Four. Now the Surfer stands against Galactus and pleads for Earth to be spared. Galactus agrees to spare the Earth, but the Surfer is fired as his assistant and imprisoned on the planet that he wanted to protect. For years, the Silver Surfer was unable to go into space due to a barrier that Galactus constructed that kept him from going just above the planet's atmosphere. On Earth, the Surfer became a hero. He studied humanity and was as much puzzled as he was pleased. The Surfer is a very introspective character, more so when written by Stan Lee. Stan wrote all the Surfer comics up to the 1988 series that lasted for over 125 issues. The Silver Surfer is a complex, multi-layered character that welds the power cosmic. He could wipe us all out with a sneeze, but he chooses to assist us. For that, we should be grateful. Number 3. Captain America. Truth, justice, and the American way. These are the ways of Captain America. Maybe not the current Cap, but the classic Captain America. Actually, the current Cap was the Hydra Cap that was caused by Hydra messing around with the Cosmic Cube and manipulating reality. Hydra Cap has recently been defeated, and regular Captain America is back. Captain America was created in 1941 by Joe Simon and Jack Kirby. He was a beacon of American goodness during the World War II era. He went toe-to-toe with Hitler, and he would fight against Nazi idealism. After World War II, Captain America was put on ice. Literally, he was unthawed in the fourth Avenger story and went on to join the modern era, the 1960s, and fight for the same principles of general goodness. Captain America is so American, he literally wears the American flag and has a flag design-inspired shield. Captain America is the hero that represents America's best qualities and fights to protect you against the evils that want to destroy and seduce you. Captain America's alter ego is Steve Rogers. Steve was a scrawny teenage boy who wanted to join the army and fight Nazis. He just couldn't pass the physical. He took an experimental super soldier serum and really bulked up quick. He was welcomed into the army and was a beacon of American might and fight. With Captain America on America's side, victory against the Nazis was assured. Steve is very principled and has a strong sense of idealism. He is kind of the Superman character of the Marvel Universe, not in power, but in personality. Number 2. Deadpool. Deadpool was created in 1991 by writer Fabian Nicieza and artist Rob Liefeld. He was originally a supervillain. He is a deeply disturbed mercenary and assassin with a Wolverine-style healing factor and near SpiderMan agility. He is known as the Merc with the Mouth. Deadpool is always joking and breaking the fourth wall. Deadpool is actually a copy of Deathstroke from Teen Titans, mainly. His name, Wade Wilson, is also a reference to this, as Deathstroke's name is Slade Wilson. He is also a little bit of Spider-Man and Wolverine, so at the very least Liefeld had the creativity to copy 3 characters instead of just 1. Deadpool was more disturbing and less funny in his early appearances. In 1997, Deadpool was given his own series. and he was given more humor, and he turned into the character we all love today, thanks to writer Joe Kelly. Deadpool knows he is a comic book character, and he often makes reference to it. He has numerous internal monologues at the same time. Deadpool is now more of an anti-hero. He often teams up with Spider-Man, and this is a duo that really works. They have a long-running series currently that never fails to entertain. Deadpool is pretty much immortal. Even Thanos himself made mention that Wade is cursed with eternal life. He will always heal. He has the most advanced healing factor out of anybody. Deadpool is an expert assassin and mercenary, great with martial arts, and he's even more athletic than most Olympians. He's an expert swordsman and marksman, and he is a deadly force to be reckoned with. He is also very funny and likable, and definitely deserves the number 2 slot on this list. Number 1. Spider-Man. Spider-Man is now officially Marvel's greatest superhero. He always has been, but now the world can rejoice that it's just been made official. Spider-Man can do whatever a spider can. He can spin a web, any size. He catches thieves, just like flies. He's very strong. Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood. He can swing from a thread, overhead. Like a streak of light, he always arrives just in time. Until it was handed to him when Dr. Octopus took over his body, he had ignored wealth and fame. Action was always the reward of the amazing Spider-Man. Spider-Man is the perfect everyman hero. He may be more intelligent than your average person, but his problems are your problems. He doesn't always handle his problems properly, and he often screws up his life to the point where he needs to start again from scratch. Recently, he was the head of one of the world's most rich and powerful tech industries on the planet, Parker Industries. When Dr. Octopus was dying and he took over Peter Parker's body, he made some changes. He completed his schooling and started one of the planet's most successful tech development firms in a matter of months. Doc Octopus was determined to be a better Peter Parker than Peter Parker. When Peter regained control of his body, he inherited all the stuff that occurred when Doc Ock took over. Doc Ock made a mess of some of his relationships. He also has some of the best villains in the Marvel Universe. Dr. Octopus, the Vulture, Green Goblin, Electro, Sandman, and the old Parker Luck are just a few. They may not be the most powerful villains, but they are the most interesting. Comparable, but not quite on the same level as Batman's villains. Everything about Spider-Man has become so iconic. Who is more well-known than Aunt May, Gwen Stacy, Mary Jane Watson, J. Jonah Jameson, Flash Thompson, Robbie Robertson? The list can go on for a while. Spider-Man is Marvel's number 1 hero. Enough said.